Hi, Rob here. I want to share something that since I've been learning about the Holy Scriptural model of the flat Earth, and right now there's a lot of debate on the map of the flat Earth, I kind of want to focus on something that I learned about 3 years ago from a YouTuber named Scott Bug. He came out with an understanding, and it's logical, that since the flood, when all the water came down from heaven and up from under the earth to cover the earth in the deluge, since Noah's time, and then it receded, if you look, the further you go away from the equator, the colder it gets, And on the flat earth model, in the biblical model, the sun has a circuit around, it does a circuit in the sky around the earth. So it'll leave your point of view, such a big circle that it leaves your point of view and you can't see it and it's night, and it comes back around and it's day again. Now the equator is the central area where the sun is directly above. So beyond the equator in the southern hemisphere, or now there's questions coming out maybe the northern hemisphere, basically the further you get away from the sun, the colder it gets. So on the outer, if you take the sun's path that circles, on the outer edge of its circuit, going outward to the edge of the earth, and it does say in the Bible the circle of the earth, so it's a circle, it's not a sphere. Then you'll reach a point where the sun is not effective as much, and you'll get ice. It'll just drop in temperature. And so basically there's an ice barrier around the known world as we know it. Because if we go beyond that ice barrier, we'll just freeze to death, all systems would fail, it just go colder and colder. And some people think that that's where the sky dome reaches the ground. It's just uncertain how far out that goes or what's going on with that. And I was seeing the video, a video recently about sounds in the sky people are hearing around the earth, like big booms, thundering sounds, and trumpet type sounds yelling in the sky, which I believe personally are the beginning of the 7 trumpets sounding and the 7 thunders uttering their voices as in the Revelation. But back on topic, real quick, I guess, while I'm on that topic, what I see is in Revelation 8, it talks about that the angel threw a censer into the earth from heaven, which he had to break through the dome to do, and chunks of hail mixed with fire and blood came down and killed people on earth. So I think that there's something to do with the soundings, the trumpets blowing, and I'm going to explain this, how it connects with this aspect I want to reveal in this video. This aspect I'm shooting for in this video is postglacial rebound. Now we know that there's glaciers that are melting more than they are building. They're basically receding. They're not getting more ice on them. More ice is leaving. It's turning into water. It's kind of the aspect of take an ice cube and put it in a cup of lukewarm water. Is the ice going to freeze the water, or is the water going to melt the ice? What's the tendency, right? It seems like even frozen temperatures, water stays, when it's wet, it tends to stay unfrozen unless it's exposed to air on top, right? You get the crust build up. As long as there's moving water, it seems like it doesn't freeze. So I think water has more of a tendency to stay unfrozen than to freeze, is my point, which goes with this. And if you look at the glaciers melting and receding over time, that water is going into the seas and the oceans, and it's a weight displacement. So you have the weight of the water and the ice shifting on the crust of the earth below the seas and above the seas, the crust of the earth itself. So you're taking the weight off the glaciers and putting it on the seas, which pushes down on the surface of the earth and lets the glacier, the earth under the glacier, come up. It's a tendency for a pressure displacement. And I think that's the main cause of earthquakes. And I also think that it's, if you consider, another video I did explained it, I'll put a link below. If you don't see it, comment and it'll alert me to put the link below. But it explains it really well. The thing is it says in the Old Testament that the earth is established on pillars that shall not be moved, and the earth moves not. We know that the earth, it says in the Bible, God will shake the earth. It says that the earth will reel to and fro like a drunkard, like a drunk man. Okay? But it says the earth moves not. So as far as moving not, that when you take all those verses into account, it means it doesn't move from one place to another, such as they say that the ball earth moves around the sun in an orbit. But rather the Holy Scripture says that the sun and the moon move in a circle above the earth's surface. Okay, so I'll try to put a link to the flat earth model below also, so you can see a picture of that. There's a guy, Rob Skiba, he did excellent visuals. Of course, it's not to scale, but it shows you the idea of what the biblical explanation reveals. So, back to this. So what I'm seeing is this postglacial rebound. As the Earth's crust is experiencing this weight displacement on top, the pillars of the Earth are receiving different amounts of pressure that they weren't used to before. And it does say when the flood happened, the waters came up out from under the Earth. Then it says the waters receded. Now, either they receded out beyond the reach of the sun to become ice, or they went back down below the surface of the crust, you see. Because we have not drilled that far down. As far as recorded history goes, we haven't drilled very far down into the earth yet. So it's a big mystery of what's really down in there, as far as science and records of history go. So I firmly believe that there is water around the pillars underneath the earth. There's water, maybe ice, I don't know. But the point is those pillars are going to give way to a certain extent to make the earth reel to and fro like a drunkard. It also says that every island shall be removed. We know that if the weight displacement affects the oceans enough, it'll drop the surface of the oceans underneath the water, because there's so much weight pushing down. And odds are that the land above the water would tend to come up as a mass displacement. You know what I mean? The mountains, I think, will be removed too. So things are going to move, but the whole earth itself doesn't move, is what it gets at. But the post-glacial rebound, I just saw an old playlist I had that I hadn't seen in a while on my channel, and I clicked it and I realized, wow, hey, and I hadn't seen it since I understood the flat earth model, and it makes more sense now with the flat earth model. So I wanted to share that, and I want to put a link to that video too. It's a little visual of ice melting and water building up. I mean, you don't really get to see that, but the guy explains it in his own way. He's the one I learned it from, so I'll put a link to that. That was 3 years ago, by the way, when he had those videos uploaded. So I kind of hadn't studied it since. That's one of those things you learn it once and you put it away because there's not much more you can learn about it, you know. But when you tie it all together with the book of Revelation and the facts of how the earth is going to change in the last days, it's very fascinating, especially since the mainstream scientific and religious media has not revealed these things to us and tried to hide them under other explanations that aren't biblical or purely or totally scientifically based. So I pray that blesses you to understand the truth. And I love the truth. I love the physical truth of the world too, how God created everything. I I think it's really cool to see how everything is. That he made it. Because I love him and I love what he does. And everything is for his glory. So I'm just fascinated by it, and I hope you enjoy it too. And I hope you comment if you have any other insight on this, because I'm just starting to think about this stuff, and if you have any other insight, I want to know more about it. And those other videos that I put links to, definitely check those out. They're especially the ones I did on Revelation 8 with the days shortening and the nights likewise, the verse in there. And it has to do with the sun speeding up in its circuit above the earth. Make day and night go by faster in less hours. It's really awesome. And it's biblical, totally scriptural. So, enjoy in the truth of Christ Jesus, and take care.